What they do, y'all. How y'all doing out there, tribe of aces and jewels? Hopefully you all had a productive week and all that good stuff. As you can see, we back with another one. We back with a challenging topic on today. And you can see I brought an ace on deck. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
How everybody doing? My name is Ramon Scott. I'm glad to be here with my brother Dwayne, for allowing me to be here today.
Yeah.
To be on this, broadcast. So, I'm very excited, with the topics that he got for me, what we're going to talk about.
Right. I appreciate you coming on deck for sure. So what we're going to talk about, like I said, it's going to be a one that you're going to have to sit down and actually think about. Is the question I'm going to ask is, where is life directions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back. Tune in. All right. What they do. This your boy DP.
This your girl T.
And we're the Geminis Gemz, representing for the Geminis across the world, giving our own Miami perspective.
For sure. So
you can follow us on all podcast platforms at Geminis-Gems.
Also follow us on Instagram, Geminis_Gems, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Geminis Gems.
Hey, make sure you like, follow, you comment, and you subscribe. Yes. And make sure when you type it in, it's Geminis with the S, Gems with a Z. And what we do, T?
Drop them gems.
Drop them gems. So we back, right? Where are life's direction? So I'm gonna give it a breakdown before you go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
Right. So life directions, we understand some people need guidance in life, right? Some people don't have it, don't have a parent, don't have a teacher. Well, we all have teachers in our way, but people to teach us. We have friends. We have partners, relationships, pastors. We read books, and also too on the spiritual side, some people see either a prophet, right, or they see a psychic, right.
Yeah.
And so we go through life guessing, right, trying to figure it out, trying to why the things that I like, the options of life wasn't presented in front of me. Right. So you'll be like, so if I go this route, this will happen at the end. If I go that route, this will happen at the end. And so this is why we ask the question, where are the lives direction? Because we have to seek for it, right? We have to, of course, we're going to pray for it. We can seek for it. And we have to ask these questions, especially as men, for the aces out there, we have to ask the question. So what I'm gonna ask you is, what are some of the directions you see the people that you around or that surrounds you, let's say, go through, where they need direction? What you can think about, bro?
That's a good one right there. Well, I see, I can say as far as just life period, just, guidance. Let me just say that.
Okay.
Guidance, far as myself, I need guidance myself. There's nobody perfect out here.
Right.
So, when you see other people, as far as us young men, going through things in life, and you feel like, if you've been down that road, you can sit there and say, listen, I've been there and I've done that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, just trying to give that, that good advice to them, and it may help them out somewhere later on down the road. And then, it could be vice versa. So at the end of the day, it's like I said, we all go through things in life. God don't put on you more than you can bear.
Right.
So
I like that.
So it's like, you just live and learn from your mistakes.
So I'm gonna open you up. because I know that sometimes it can hit you all at once, right?
Yeah.
So we could talk about like some things that I see people go through, right? Outside, with guidance, and that they need it is like, let's say, a fatherless house.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Peer pressure. You get what I'm saying? Being in a stressful, let's say a toxic, let's talk about relationships, right? In a toxic environment, right? Where the person is fighting against you at every angle, you know? Stressful situations, the lack of having education, being educated, right? Don't know how to read, so you only limited to a certain particular job, let's say, right? And not having problem solving skills, so always, I would say, always lashing out, right? And attitude, you can see that with individuals. So what you got to say with that, bro? Let it drop.
I can see that as far as like,
let's just
like
go
you
with
say,
the
fatherless.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of, just say, kids out here don't have fathers in their lives.
Right.
So, you know, it kind of plays a part, you know, in these kids' lives because, you know, their father's not there.
Yeah.
You know, by me, I'm going to just say, prime example, you know, I work at a school.
Right.
So, you know, you see different type of kids every day.
Facts.
Different type of breeds, you know.
Right.
They come in, you never know what's going on in their household.
Right.
You know, single moms. Then you got some dads are single dads. Then you got some, you know, they are together. But like I say, it does plays a part. Like father does plays a part in, you know, a kid's life. As far as like as a young man, you know, little boys growing up. For one, you know, a mother can't really too much teach a man how to be a man.
Right. A young man being a man. Yep.
So I don't care what a woman say, yeah, I can do this. Nah, you really can't.
Facts. Facts.
You really can't. Like, real talk, you really can't. I mean, you can sit there, bust your behind, work all these hours and do what you need to do, but at the end of the day, that child gonna need a father. Facts. In their lives. You know, you got, I mean, don't get me wrong, you got some dads that, you know, they ain't trying to do that, but you do have some fathers out here that want to be in their kids' lives.
Right. I say majority of the fathers would love to be in their kids' lives if they didn't have to fight through, let's say, the child support system or just fight for custody. Yeah. You know, let's talk about like stressful situations. What's some of the stressful situations as men you can go through? Okay, we got the child out the way, but also like some of our inner struggles as a man where we don't have that much direction in.
I can say financial. Okay. Communication.
Yep.
What else? Let me see. Like communication plays a big part. Okay. It plays a very big part. I know we're talking about communication. Me personally, I'm gonna keep it real. Right. I'm too much not a communication person, but you know, I'm still working on it. Gotcha. Still working on it. You know, I work on it every day. You know, ain't nothing go happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in one day. Facts. So, like I say, you know, communication plus like financial. You know, as us guys, you know, we think with our mind instead of, you know, just thinking with that partner. If we got that partner with us, and he's like, you know what, hey, sit down. This is what we need to do. X, Y, and Z. You know, we just, as you know, sometimes the guys, you know, we just, you know, go ahead, you know, go buy this, go do that, go do whatever. And then when it comes down to, you know, X, Y, and Z, what you need to do, it's like you know, you fall. Then now you like, now I'm stressed out. Like, damn, what I need to do? Gotcha. What's next? Like, gotcha. now you sit here looking crazy. You be like, I should have did this. You know, when you think this, and then either your lady, your spouse, you know, telling you, you know what, you should have did this. And you know what, I ain't gonna listen. I'm gonna do it my way. You do it your way, and then it just fall like you like, you know what? I should have listened to it. You get what I'm saying? But you know, as us men, that ego, you know, we want to be that man. You know, take leadership. take that leadership, and so it's like, let me take this role. Then you know what? I do it, and I took care of it.
Right.
As a man, be like, you know what? I got it. I take care of it. That'd be me sometimes.
Right, right.
That'd be me.
So sometimes we are thinking without thinking.
There you go.
Right. So we are thinking that we're doing the best out of within that situation, but in essence or at the end, it wasn't the best choice.
Listen, there you go.
And so because of that's why I was mentioning about having things on the table to see the end result. If we can see the end result, then we'll move that way, right? But if we are just going through the trenches, just going through the motion, I think I know that this is best, and we don't think about the end, we end up getting trapped in particular situations. Like how many guys in prison said, man, a 5-second incident caused me the rest of my life.
Oh man, you just hit that on the head, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
You hit that right on the head, cause
go ahead.
Yeah, nah, it's been times, like you said, 5-second incident, it mess you up for the rest of your life. You get what I'm saying? So then now I gotta dig myself out this hole.
Dang, you speaking fast right there, bro.
I gotta dig myself out this hole, and now how I'm gonna get out of it? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm in this 6 feet hole, and I'm looking like, Jesus Christ, how I'm gonna get out? I can't even get out. I ain't got no light. I ain't got nothing. Now I gotta figure my way out of it. And then one night when you figure your way out, now you stressed out.
Facts.
Stressed out. You're losing weight, looking crazy.
Sleepless nights.
There you go.
Yeah.
You would probably want to drink yourself away. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And start thinking crazy things out here. But like I say, as a man, young men, sometimes it's kind of hard for us out here.
Gotcha.
As far as not being especially a female. You know what I'm saying? As men, you can do this, you can do that. Then females, they okay. They're all right.
Right. Somebody can come and save them.
Yeah.
For us men, we get just pushed to the wayside.
There you
right.
go.
And then we have to figure it out. Because you're right. No one comes and save us as men.
Yeah.
We're just left out just to hang and dry. We'll become, let's say, dehydrated, and no one would even say, hey, let me give you a cap full of water.
Yeah.
And we have to figure it out. And so with that, with communication comes, let's say, assembling yourself with other individuals, right? That's like-minded. Some people that we link up with, they are not as helpful.
True.
Right?
True.
To get us to where we need to go.
True.
Right? Hold us accountable for our actions, right?
True.
We'll link up with people that's like going through the same thing, like misery, right? Misery loves company,
there
right? And so we'll link up with people that's drinking like us, smoking like us, having the same negative thoughts like us, and then we don't understand we even from the 6 feet example you use, now we 12 feet.
There you go.
With our partner.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying? Go ahead and speak on it, bro. It's deep.
Nah, that's deep. That's deep. Like, just, then when that, just digging that deeper hole within, with your partner, then it's like, now I done involved my partner, and then it's like, now you're looking crazy.
Right.
Now I'm looking like, now what she thinking me, or she looking like what he thinking me. So it's like, now I got to figure out a solution.
Right.
So once you trying to figure out that solution, probably in that woman's head, she probably already got the solution.
Right.
Just, wait for you to figure it out. Like, you know what? I already knew that. I'm just waiting on you. You should never did that. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we stuck down here.
Right.
Trying to get out.
Right.
But like I say, as a man, our ego.
Right.
It be too big,
So let's jump on that real quick, bro, with the ego. How do you see that we can, let's say, lessen or do not walk with the egotistical type mindset? What you think, or what tools you think can help us become more accountable instead of walking in ego?
Well, a great person of mine always say, learn how to receive.
Okay.
learn how to receive.
Okay.
Because sometimes, you know, as we let that person talk, we be like, yeah, you know what, you're right, you know, I got, you know, trying to over talk and trying to get your point across, but not letting that person get their point across.
Right.
So like I say, learn how to receive.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just sit there and be quiet and listen and let the process, you know, come through, and then you sit there and think about, you know what? Then you go back and give, you know, your answer. So like I say, just
Or then you act after you receive.
there you go.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I believe that we can humble ourselves, learn how to humble ourselves by just listening, and not just listening, but doing what we are listening to.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying? And then from there, we can probably get ourselves out of the rut.
Yeah, you're right. Listen, 'cause like I say, listen.
I'm listening.
I could be that person. I could sit there, you know. I can sit there and listen, but you know, when you get to that point, you're like, nah. Now you want to try to overtalk.
Right.
I get that sometimes.
Or you can feel like somebody's trying to control you.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Because you know when you got that person, when you got two head ponchos.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Clashing.
Yeah.
It
Two
ain't gonna work.
titans. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, somebody got to figure somebody out and just be quiet and learn how to listen. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Somebody
So
gotta,
when you got two, how they call it, omegas, they, you know,
two alphas trying to butt heads.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
It ain't gonna work.
Right. So we have that portion.
Mm-hmm.
Now educating yourself. Because what I learned is over time, if you, let's say, come into some knowledge by reading a book, listening to a teacher, right? You kind of have a head start, or you have let's say, you have a head start in life, you know, with like say parents can teach you, you know, what you need to learn, right? As well as a teacher, or just taking a class, educating yourself on matters, right? So I put down like the circle of life. So we go through a circle of life of being born, starting school, making friends, graduating, getting a job, falling in love, getting married, having kids, divorce. We'll probably transition from one place to the next, retire, and then death, right? So in this circle of life that happens to each and every one of us, we try to learn at different points. We learn how to become friends with a person, right? We learn how to get a job and have relationships with people on the job, right? And so forth and more on. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But educating yourself, how do you feel, or what do you believe in when it comes down to educating? You get what I'm saying for the viewers out there?
To start off, I don't read books. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
But when it comes down to educating myself, I surround myself with positive people
Gotcha.
who've been through things in their life.
There
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to put myself with somebody who haven't been through this, because people always can sell you a good story.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, bro.
They can sell you a good story. Then you be like, wait, what? Then you got that. Now you got the angel and you got the devil. Then
Right,
you
right.
like, you know, then you're the angel over there tell you like, listen, don't listen to that boy. Don't listen to him. Do not listen to him. Listen to me what I'm telling you.
Right.
So when you got somebody that's wise, that, you know, you have her in your corner, keep them, because
Right.
they've been through things in their life. That's why I like to be around older folks.
I hear you, bro. I'm with you with that.
I like to be around older because at the end of the day, they'll tell you how it is.
Facts.
No matter what type of circumstance, situation, whatever, they'll tell you how it is. Young blood, this is what you need to do, da-da-da. Now, if you don't take that and run with it, I don't know what to tell you.
Facts.
But like I say, you know, nobody's perfect out here. You know, you got to live and make mistakes on your own, and that's if you decide to go forward and not to go back.
So speak on that with the mistakes, bro. I like how you put that in there. Yeah, making the mistakes. You know, sometimes you're jumping off the porch so you can get the experience.
Yeah.
Basically, that's how I interpret it. So speak on that real quick.
Like making mistakes, as far as like I say, I'm not a perfect guy.
Yeah, no doubt.
I make a whole lot of mistakes.
Me either, right?
So, as far as like I can say, you know how your mom used to tell you, listen, nah, go in there, go clean up your room.
Mm-hmm.
Go clean your room, you know, whatever. Then you go, all right, I got it. Then you come back. Then you do some dumb stuff. You doing something dumb, you supposed to be cleaning up your room.
Right.
But didn't I tell you do X, Y, and Z?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did, you know. Then you don't do it. Then now when you get older, and older in life, now you start to realize, you know what? My mama told me this. My mama told me don't do X, Y, and Z. Just like, prime example, you know how your mama's always tell you, I don't want you hanging around that boy.
Facts, bro.
I don't want you hanging around that boy. He trouble. You be like, nah, no you ain't. No you ain't. Yeah, that trouble. Later on down the road, look what happened to this person.
Right.
Either they got locked up, shot at.
Yeah.
They done got killed or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you started around like, you know what? I see why my mama told me to hang around this person.
Facts, bro.
When you look at that person later on down the road, you be like, yeah, I see why she did, because he's the person on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
You done went right.
Right.
That person went left.
Right.
So by you going right, you going on your path.
Right.
That person path done stopped right there midway.
Right.
So,
and speaking of that, that's what happened when I was 25. Just to interject real quick, my grandma actually taught me around the age of 25, you will start seeing the separation of like people that's about getting things done and people that are just going to still play around, right? Or just go by the wayside and not figure out to become an adult, right? And actually 2 weeks later, some of my friends I was around, they end up saying, hey, listen, I want to turn it on, become an adult, a full adult, doing what I got to do, taking care of my responsibilities and things like that, as well as others. They were like, yeah, I'm still, partying, having a good time and all that stuff. Yeah. And then you start to see now that we are older, they're trying to play catch up. That's one thing my granddad showed me. You don't want to be at an age where you're playing catch up. You want to be kind of established as you're, getting older. And also too, you had mentioned of making decisions. You didn't per se say that, but you said something with the angel and the devil on your shoulder, and how you have to make a decision, a good one or a bad one. Yeah. And with that, I would say we think to ourselves we're making a good decision.
yeah, you're
but
right.
But then we actually listen to the devil because it was the worst decision you could have made.
There you go.
You get what I'm saying? So go ahead and expound on making decisions, because with guidance, you have to make a decision.
You do.
Right? With directions, you have to say, well, should I go right? Should I go, you get what I'm saying, go left? Or should I stay the course?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get tired while you're on the road, you make a detour.
Yeah.
Right? And that detour could take you down that rocky, dark road, or the detour take you to a well-lit place.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So go ahead and speak on that decision making.
Just like at work.
Okay.
Your boss tell you do it this way. Supervisor tell you do it this way. Hey.
I hear you.
Hey, Dwayne.
Yep.
Ramon. Matter of fact, I'm going to just say, we work at the front of home.
Yeah, no doubt.
We try to cut corners. So, it'll be like, I need y'all to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Okay, all right. Man, I ain't listening to him. I'm going to go do it my way. And then when you get there on a certain day, you're like, but then I tell y'all to do X, Y, and Z. I did. You know what? I should have listened to you. Now you done got fussed out and cussed out and everything. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, now I done listened to that devil. And
right.
the angel said, listen, I told you should have listened to me.
Should have listened.
Because at the end of the day,
facts,
you would have been on this side,
facts,
you wouldn't have had no issues.
Facts.
So there's like, you got to just make, better decisions in life. Like I say, we all human. We make mistakes.
Right.
But don't try to keep making the same mistakes over and over.
I agree.
So, like I said, just, you can live your life, but just, make right decisions.
Right.
When you do live your life.
Right. And sometimes I believe that sometimes when you get off the porch, you're going to make the wrong decision because you got to just experience some experiences. But it shouldn't become a cycle where you constantly make the same type of bad, irrational decision. Like if you have a negative attitude about everything, that should transition to being positive after hitting your toe and hitting your head against the brick wall.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't just constantly make the same wrong decision, right? As you mentioned with the taking the shortcuts. After a while, you should just go ahead and say, you know what? Let me just do the right thing to make it way easier on me. It's like just cheating on the test.
Yeah.
You've been cheating. You think you're not going to get caught. You're going to get caught eventually. So study, and I wanted to make this transition into spiritual, right?
Okay.
Because I know you and I, we have our belief system and also we're involved in the church in our own way. Having pastors as guiders, people that can give you direction. I was talking to someone like I think 2 days ago, if not yesterday. We were talking about spiritual, just having a spiritual talk, and I was saying how pastors, I may be doing wrong, and I may not know I'm doing wrong, but when I go to church, it should reveal that I'm doing wrong.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Or I shouldn't go that route.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and expound on that, bro.
Well,
let it drop.
Like I said, we both spiritual guys. Been in church all our life and stuff like that.
True.
And like you say, you could go sit and if you have that relationship with your pastor, you can sit and talk to him about anything and stuff like that. So it's like, yes, I done did wrong, but when I go to church on Sunday, I'm not here for somebody to judge me. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm not here for nobody to judge me on what I did Saturday or Friday or 2 weeks ago or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Right. I'm here to listen to the word, to get my praise on, and then, soak that in and just move forward the next day and start a fresh week. So, like, nobody can't sit here and say, you know what, Ramon, you did this, you did X, Y, and Z. You're a heathen. We all heathens. You a heathen too. You did something wrong too in your life. Like
but I ain't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You're not here to judge me.
All right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. That once we get to church, we should not have to face, let's say, judgment, right? Because we are there to, let's say, renew our mind, right, and our heart for the things that we have done. But I think at the same time, we should be held accountable. So if someone does come and critique, it should be a conviction where we do change our ways some type of way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Where, because we're going to be judged based upon actions and what we do. So, but going to the pastor, and this is the idea that I'm thinking, right? Just sitting down and listening to the word where it can guide us to make the best decision in our life. It may not be far as the sin, right? But just being a better parent, a better friend, a better member at a church. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Whatever that may mean, or be a better brother, a better sister, whatever that may take on. This is why I believe the spiritual, aspect of everything. Well, the spiritual connection should guide us to being better, where we are not lost.
True.
We should be able to cover a multitude of faults with love. You get what I'm saying? Things of that sort. So go ahead and finish. Give me your input, bro.
Like you said, take accountability on, your faults and your mistakes and stuff like that. So you should be able to say, like, you know what? Yes, I did do this. I did do that. But today, I'm leave this here. Tomorrow, I can make myself a better person.
Right.
So, like I say, ain't nothing going to happen overnight. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, just becoming, like you say, a spiritual, brother, be a father figure, to your kids, or you could be either a husband to your wife, or it could be whatever, like a friend to a brother to a sister.
Right.
So, like I said, when you go to church, you don't go to church just to go to church. You go to church to listen to the word. When it first start off as when he's reading the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
When he get up there and say, open your Bibles, turn to St. John chapter 1, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And actually, when you read from that verse, what is the topic of the sermon going to be?
Mm-hmm. And
it been times, you be in church, you be like, you know what? You talking to me. Talking to me. Wait, hold on. Wait, you talking about me.
You ain't lying.
Listen, I done been there plenty of times. I went to my pastor like,
What you was looking over my shoulder?
Yeah, you hit that round head. You were talking about me, bro, man. You were talking about me.
Right.
So it's like, you going to church, and a lot of people take church for granted. You get what I'm saying?
I don't disagree, bro.
A lot of people take it for granted, like when they hear "come as you are."
Mm-hmm.
Come as you are really doesn't mean I could just come, just like this.
Mm-hmm.
It really means if you don't have it, if that's what you have in your closet, put it on and come until you get yourself right. Then you get yourself together, and then
you grow from there.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So, and first off, like based off the whole COVID, COVID done stopped a lot of people from doing a lot of things.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take that back. They didn't stop people from doing a lot of things, but it stopped a lot of people from going to church.
I agree.
They can be out here in these clubs,
right.
whatever, partying, doing what they need to do.
Facts.
But when it comes down to Sunday morning,
they ain't showing up.
There you go.
Yep. I agree.
When your church had 100-fold and all that, now you only got 10-fold. I'm gonna watch it on virtual and live,
right. And go to sleep while
you still got your pajamas on. You probably even brush your teeth yet.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
But you get what I'm saying? You
fail not to assemble yourselves, people.
So exactly. So just get that man that all you asking is that one day out the week.
Mm-hmm.
Just one day out the week. Give it to him.
And then with you going, you never know what can you encounter.
Exactly.
Right. So you don't know if you can. By just walking in the sanctuary, you can encounter the freedom that you're looking for, or the release, or the peace of mind that comes with it. And so we can just move forward. And I wrote down some of the I want to say it in the correct way. I look for the resolution of the situation. How can we have a resolve in finding direction, right? So I thought about a daily research. If you want to find direction for your life, and I don't want to go into purpose, but just a guideline, right, to get to where you're going, you should do a daily research on your solution, right? What you got to say with that?
Just to get that guideline, it's like you got to literally sit down with yourself. Sit down with yourself and just talk to yourself and be like, you know what? I can't do this no more. Either have that talk with that man upstairs.
Right. Saying that prayer.
And let him help you and guide you into where you need to go.
Facts.
So you be like, no, I can't do this no more. I can't take it.
Right.
There's been times I fell short, and you know what? Let me sit here, regroup, and and change my whole mindset. Got to change your whole mindset. So once you change your whole mindset, you will literally get the pieces of the puzzle where you need to get yourself to.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. So with the daily research, I was thinking about like, so I'm going to tie into what you were saying as far as the prayer, because a lot of people say I pray, but I don't have an answer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the thing is that you're rushing an answer, but there is an answer after you pray. When you wake up or you start going throughout your day after your prayer and you hear this subtle voice saying, hey, read this. Mm-hmm. Look into this, and that's that decision making.
Yeah.
Right. We decide not to make the decision to do the right thing.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when you do the daily research, it's more so of let's say, let's looking up positive thinking, looking up directions of life. You get what I'm saying? We can research everything under the sun, but things that helps us as individuals grow.
Yeah.
Right. So the reason for doing this podcast and doing the episode, because there's a need for it. So I'm willing to help out the Jews and the Gems. I mean, the Jews and the Aces, the tribe out by bringing on people that can give you some insight. Right. So that's also another way. Right. Watching videos, maybe listening to podcasts and listening to sermons where it can help you navigate this life. Right. So let's say you don't have a parent or you don't have, let's say, a teacher or a pastor. Well, you can find someone out here somewhere, even if you don't read a book, you can find a book as well. Right. So but if you don't read a book, there's ways, the research button, the Googles. True. You get what I said? Yeah. So it's out there. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, it's like you said, it's a whole lot of information out there. The much time you can spend on social media.
Say that.
You know, some people live for that. Just
Facts.
social media. You know, you be on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Whatever, all that stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when I get on TikTok, you know, and stuff like that. Watch videos. I love watching videos. And then sometimes it comes across, you know, you got different messages, you know, from different pastors and stuff like that. And you be like, yeah, that's, you know, be talking about me and, you know, whatever you're going through in your life. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I know plenty of people done seen TD Jakes popped up on they phones, videos, Pastor Mike Jones, and, you know, you not got different other pastors, or you got just people out here just speaking general. Right. You get what I'm saying? So you be like, you know what? Yeah. And then that will make you go out there, you know what? Let me repost this.
Facts.
Even though the way that you can't say it, but they saying it for you. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it's not nothing go towards anybody. It's just something that's going on within yourself. Gotcha. In my life. So
gotcha. Another one is we already talked about educating. So, you know, educate yourself by either jumping into a class, Bible study, as well as reading a book, you know, doing daily notes for yourself, just writing those things, which, like, you got a notepad in your phone for a reason, right? So put some things in there that you can meditate on each and every day. Also, you got something to say with that, or?
Well, not really. You know, as far as, you know, notepads, you got that. I know sometimes I don't be having time no notepad. I'm be the type of work I do, but, you know, like you say, you know, you hit it right on here. You know, you got all the access out here to do what you need to do.
Facts. So I put down not being double-minded. You know, not being double-minded, but being stable in all your ways, right? So not wavering in thought process of the decisions that you do want to make for yourself. If you want to go and be the best cook in the world, don't waver. Pursue it. You know, especially if it's going to help build you as well as your community. You get what I said? You got something with that?
That's just like,
I'm listening.
You know, as a kid, a prime example. Coach Little League football. Okay. You know, you have parents out here to make their kids play football, which they really don't want to play football. Facts. They force them to do something that they want to do, and they be like, you know what, this could be our ticket on the way out. But really, that person don't want to play football. This person, you could play basketball. They want to play soccer, baseball, or they want to be a lawyer or something like that, or a doctor.
Artist.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So it's like you can't, force yourself to do something that you don't want to do. You get what I'm saying? Agree. So like as us adults right now, a lot of us adults took certain jobs just to take it because
that's the only thing.
Put food on our table.
Right.
You
that's
get what I'm saying?
the only thing available sometimes.
Exactly. So it's like I can't get what I want unless you push for it and do what you need to do.
Right.
Either go to school, get a degree,
or go get a trade.
There you go. Be honest with you, some people out here don't even have degrees in trades, and they out here
making it happen.
You get what I'm saying? It's all within the mindset. You know what? I'm gonna do this.
Right.
I mean, it's gonna take some work.
Facts.
It's not gonna come to you.
Facts.
But you do what you gotta do. Keep going. Keep pushing. It'll be there.
I agree. I put down staying the course. Stand on whatever your trajectory is, right? Knowing that this is the route that you want to take, so take it. Don't detour or waver by, let's say, distractions or other things that may appeal to be attractive, right? So I put it like this: if you have, and I use me as an example, I have a target of actually finishing school, right? And so on that target, I want a detour to make money. Yeah. So I end up trying to take this little gig or take that little gig or just go to school for half of the time. You get what I'm saying? But that's taking it to the detour to distract me and lure me into a place where it's going to take me longer to accomplish my goal. True. You get what I'm saying? What you got to say with that, bro?
With that there, I'm like in that same path. As far as the job I have, I told myself when I first got into the school system, I wasn't gonna be in this position long. I'm gonna give myself 2 years.
Gotcha.
I gave myself 2 years. Came in as a part-time custodian. Tell you no lie, I was a part-time custodian for about maybe 5 months.
Okay.
After 5 months, I became a full-time custodian.
Right.
So by me being that full-time custodian, I got myself, thanks of a young lady named, Miss Kim Cox. She was my old principal, like a mother to me. Okay. She helped guide me in that right path.
Boom, there you go.
So when she guided me in that right path, where I need to go, I stayed in that path.
Stay in the course.
Yeah. And when I stayed there, I started taking my classes that I need to take for me to move up. Within a year and a half, I became a lead custodian. It came to me.
Right.
I got a phone call. So I was a lead custodian. 2 years later, I ended up becoming a head custodian. That's
what's up.
But I'm not done.
Right.
I'm not done. Right. I'm still trying to climb that ladder.
Facts.
So, like I say, it's a process.
Right.
That you need to do. If you stay focused, stay down that pathway,
you never know where that will take you.
There you go.
As well.
There you go.
And sometimes just staying the course with just the consistency will get you to where you want to go.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It may take a long time.
Yeah. No matter how long it takes, but it'll pay off after a while. Trust me.
Facts.
Be patient. Good things will come in store for you.
Right. And so that goes with saying weather the storm. Weathering the storm, right? So as you're going to stand the course, it may become rainy. You get what I'm saying? Or it may be just that dry heat. You get what I'm saying? Wind may be blowing. And the willows may blow.
Hey. You starting, when the storm keep on raining in my life.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
I'm going to drop a gem for you, bro. So, as the storm comes and we have the hiccups or the hurdles that we must cross or get over, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to the best words I can put it in is you can actually do it. You can weather the storm. Just have to put on a jacket.
There you go.
You know, you may have to lean on somebody or go to another place for shelter, right? But that doesn't deter you to wait till the storm pass and get back on the road and move forward. You get what I'm saying? What you got to say with that, bro?
Like I say, you just heard the song. It's a storm that keep on raging out here. Like it's the storm is real. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's real. You know, when it rains out here, it keep you in the house. It keep you in the house.
Facts.
When it's
Keep
not
you on
raining,
course too.
when it's not raining, you out here doing what you need to do.
Facts. I like that.
Maybe something that you don't need to be doing.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes that rain helps you to stay where you need to be at. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't go nowhere. It's pouring cats and dogs out there.
Facts.
Thunder and lightning.
Right. Stay your hide in the house.
You don't see too many people out there on that road.
Right.
Now if it is, it gonna be something crazy. But once all that stop, trust me, they're gonna be back outside.
Right. Once it get dry.
Exactly. Just like with the whole COVID thing, everybody was in the house.
Yeah.
You couldn't go nowhere. You couldn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's showing that God. That's showing you that God trying to tell you something. You get what I'm saying?
And some people got things done when they was in the house.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know, relationships either came more together or separated. The porch that you always whatever you wanted to build, clean, you got a chance to actually do it because you had the time.
You had plenty of time.
Right, spending more time with your family. I mean, probably drove you up the wall, but still.
Yes, I was ready to get out the house. Every chance I got. What? I need to go to Walmart. Don't worry about it. I will go. I hear you. I will go. You said, okay, what do we need? Okay.
You got the whole list with you.
The whole list. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Right.
I'll be back.
Okay, and so for the last one is stop moving for a season. And so what you're saying with staying still, right? Because it's raining. Sometimes it's good just to sit still.
Oh yes. Oh, most definitely.
And not make a move for a particular time. And that's the season. So what you got to say with that, bro?
By sitting still, just like no matter how long you sit still for, a day, 2 days, a whole week, sometimes things ain't meant to be. Just sit there on your couch or lay in your bed. I know it's gonna be hard, but sometimes things ain't meant to be in place. Sometimes places ain't meant for you where to go. Because you could be like, you know what, let me go here. Your mind telling you, nah, relax yourself. Turn around, you pick up your phone or turn on TV. No else for to go there. You done got shot up or something that could have been you.
Right.
It been times, you know what, let me go. I feel like going out tonight. Nah, you know what, let me just stay my behind home.
Right.
You know, sometimes, like I said, you have to sit still.
Right.
Because if you don't sit still, your body will make you sit still.
Right. The injury from that situation to make you sit still.
Exactly.
And I agree with that. But to take it a little bit further, thinking about sitting still is so while you're home, you can be coming up with a master plan.
True.
And executing that.
True.
You get what I'm saying? I think you was cooking on the side as well.
Yeah, I have my own little business called Scott Fire Ribs.
Right.
You know, y'all can try that. You know, y'all need me, I do catering, parties, events, you know, and stuff like that. Ribs, chicken, prairie wings, fries, comforters, little drinks on the side. So, you know.
Right, you do your thing. And so sometimes that's before you even got there, you had to sit down and write up the plan.
Be honest with you, yeah, I did. Because, you know, like I say, you got to crawl before you walk.
Facts.
And that's what I did. I was crawling before I started walking. You know, I started out small, cooking here. You know, doing little events at the school and stuff like that. And then I'm not even gonna lie. My wife helped me push it. You know, one day we were just sitting in the house. I think it was COVID time. I don't know. Like you say, you know, you just sitting there, and we was in the living room, and just sitting there, just like, well, what name you think you should come up with? You get what I'm saying? I'm like, just have with a notebook. So like, you know what you think about Scott's 5 ribs? I likes that. I'm not even gonna lie. She got me a grill. I put it together, and just went on from there.
Gotcha.
Started selling out the house and stuff.
Right.
You know, had a lot of people coming. Right there in Miami Gardens, not too far from here. So like, you know, we just had, you know, people come and have nice clientele and stuff like that. You know, try to keep it going every other week and stuff like that. And then came across a good friend of mine. I ended up purchasing me a bigger grill. So, you know, I done did, you know, like I say, a few events, parties, pool parties. I'd be set up at the parade and stuff like that. You know, so, but like I say, it's been a blessing, you know, doing it and stuff like that. And, you know, just setting up, you know, just having your family behind you.
Right. Have the supporting cast.
Yeah, so you got to have a supporting cast because, I tell you, it's not easy.
Right, doing it by yourself.
It's not easy.
I agree.
You know, when it comes down to getting everything, prepping, and you doing this all alone, it's like you'll be wore out before you know it.
I believe that. And so sitting for a season you can create a plan as well as, you know, execute the plan and getting to where you need to go. So that's just like I said, just sitting to the side just for a while and then getting back on the road, you know, making the detour and then getting back on the road and accomplish your mission, get to the mission, right? So anything you have to say before we close it out,
man,
about life?
Life, like I say, don't take life for granted. You know what I'm saying? You have one life to live it right.
Right.
You know, you're going to make mistakes, but make the right mistakes.
I like that.
So, like I say,
the right mistake.
At the end of the day, like I say, we all human. Nobody's perfect out here. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect.
True.
We bleed the same blood.
Facts.
So, like I say, just, you know, it comes down to life and making decisions. You know, live right. If you was a father, if you're not a father, you know, do it for, you know, your family, your kids, whatever. You're the ones who's going to look up to you.
Gotcha.
Not just being a father, as a mother too.
Facts.
Because to be honest with you, these kids these days, they pick up so fast. Like, I don't know what it is in these kids' genes. They just pick up things so fast than we picked up things when we was younger.
Right.
So they can look at you like, and they tell you this, like, what? Hold on. Who told you say? But like I said, you know, just
is that absorption of information.
Yeah. So, you know, just, you know, like I said, just make better decisions in life and stuff like that. So, like I say, I thank my brother for having me here. You know, it's an opportunity, you know, I appreciate it. So, you know, when he hit me up, matter of fact, that was yesterday.
Facts.
Hit me up. I said, yeah, you know what? I'll do it.
Right.
So, you know, I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward for the next one.
Right. No doubt. So there you go. Where are the life directions? Again, you can find it, you know, with a friend, with the pastor, with the teacher, and different things. And what you want to kind of do at the end of it all is make sure you have a course. With finding direction, make sure you have a course where you can complete it, right? So there you have it. I'm your boy DP. This Ace Ramon, and we Gemini Gemz. That's Geminis with the S, Gems with the Z. And what we do, we drop them gems. Go ahead, drop some gems, bro. Oh yeah. All right, y'all have a good one. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. All right.